Hello, we are doing my nails today. I've never done a nail video before, but let's try it today. I've been doing my own nails for like a year and a half now, I would say. So I figured, yeah, I would take you along my little nail journey. I soaked my other nails off last night. I usually do that the night before, so then I can just focus on doing my new set today, because I mean it takes me hours, but I kind of enjoy the process of it. So I used the Sally Hansen cuticle remover, and as you saw, I just applied that all over my nails. And then I'm using the cuticle scraper pusher. I don't really know what this is called. And as you can see, I'm just scraping any cuticle that's on my nail and just gently pushing back my nail bed. If it looks like I'm going rough, I'm actually not. I am doing this quite gently because I don't want to hurt myself. So yeah, that's all we're doing here. I get most of my nail stuff from Amazon, so I'll link everything that I use below. So yeah, so once I have that done, the other side of that tool is like this little scraper thing, and I just gently go along then and just scrape off any of the excess that's around my cuticle, or my cuticle, my nail bed, my cuticle, I don't know. But I mean, I don't know all the terminology, I'm not a professional, but hopefully you can still understand what I'm talking about. And this is the bit I need practice on, because I'm always afraid to cut too much. I have nipped myself once or twice, and I'm always afraid because I know if you cut too much you can get an infection, and I do not want a nail infection. So I'm very gentle about just cutting off any excess cuticle that's there, but we're getting there. So yeah, that is that. These are the tips that I use. These are the medium ones. They're actually quite long, so if you're not sure about which ones to get, the medium ones, I mean, you'll see now when I have them on how long that they actually are. So I'm just measuring them up. You don't want them you want them like to fit your nail, or even be a little bit bigger than your nail, because you can always file it. You don't want them shorter, or like too thin for your nail. Is that the right word? Like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you want them to fit. This is a pH bonder, which is like just helps dehydrate the nail and get rid of any oils that's on your nail. So first things first is I go in with a base coat all over my natural nail and just cure that for like 30 seconds. And these tips that I'm using are already etched in the inside, so I don't need to like file it or etch it because it's already done. And then I go in with a coat of my nail base, the base coat again, onto the nail tip in the inside and push it on and cure that. So when I'm doing this, I leave like maybe like a millimeter or two from like into the cuticle. I don't know if that's the right word, but you know what I mean. I don't push it all the way in. I leave like a teeny tiny little gap. And the reason I do that is because when I first started doing them, I was pushing them all the way back, and I noticed that after a couple of days growth that I was getting like this little lip right in around the cuticle. Yeah, I don't know if that is the cuticle, but anyway, right in around there I was getting this lip and it was wrecking my head. So I asked my sister, who's a nail tech, and she told me to leave a little gap. And as you can see here, see how I go over it here, and I'm just making sure that the nail is flush with my natural nail. You can see the little gap there. So that's what I do. So I make sure it's nice and flush, and then when I go in with my polish on top, you don't see anything, and you don't get that little lip when it grows. It grows out like a regular gel acrylic nail. So if you're struggling with that, if you know what I'm talking about and you're struggling with that, try leaving a teeny tiny little gap. I'm telling you, it's 100 times better. From the second I started to do that, it made such a difference. I also love these little cube blocks. They're great for like etching the nail and like buffing over it. So that's all I'm doing here, as you can see, just getting the shape that I like. A little bit of magic. Yeah, right, I wish it was that easy. Anyway, this is the shape we're going for. This is my lamp. It's real old. I have it a couple of years, so it's a bit bandy, but does the job. And I recently got this pack of red because I wanted a really nice red colour, and I liked this combo because it had nice burgundies. I mean, you have to have a cup of tea when you're doing your nails, right? It would be rude not to. I probably go through about 2 or 3 cups of tea. Okay, so I'm just checking the colours to see what one I want to go for, because these are brand new. I've never used these before until just right now. How gorgeous is that one? Obviously I went with this one because it's like deep red that I wanted to go for, but how nice will this one be for the summertime? I'll definitely go back to that one. So yeah, I'm going with the A422 shade. And yeah, basically going and painting my nails now. I took my time very much with this because obviously it's red, so any mistake is going to show up. So yeah, that's all I'm doing here. And also, you want to get like right around the tip of the nail, around the edge, see here? So you want to make sure like everything is sealed in. You want to do that with every layer, and you also want to do that with your top coat. So everything is nice and sealed, because when you don't do that, your nail is more like it's probably going to crack, you know, and chip. So yeah, doing that. Then going in with a second coat. I always do 2 coats of a colour, depending on what I'm doing, but usually 2. So that's what I'm doing here, just making sure everything is nice and even. Yeah. Oh, then a top coat. And after I do my top coat, I'll cure that for usually like 60 to 90 seconds. And that is pretty much it. Go in with a little bit of cuticle oil. And yeah, that is the nail for the moment. Let me know if you want to see more nail videos, because I love doing my nails and would be happy to share. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.